Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your November the 22nd spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. I am. I am brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our H.O.O.D recovery services. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let me share the screen with you. Okay, it is entitled Facing Life with Courage. We find the courage to follow our heart, to listen to the voice within, to create, to commit, to explore, and to live. That comes from the Living Clean book, chapter 3, Creative Action of the Spirit. It takes courage to give this in a way, a life, a try. Whether it's for the first or the 14th time, walking through the doors to our first meeting or first meeting back takes real determination. And that's just the beginning. Once we stop using and our obsession fades, the challenges of living life on life's terms will call on us to be courageous again and again. Lucky for us, the NA gives us the gumption to persevere despite life's difficulties. We forge lasting friendships, learn from our fellow travelers, and find in them enough courage to transcend the challenges of each day. NA literature can be a source of strength and courage too. We each find our own understanding between the lines and in the tough questions we ask ourselves. As we contemplate and apply the collective wisdom found in NA literature, we are emboldened to be more fully ourselves, drawing strength from our higher power. With a firm foundation in recovery, we can move through the world with courage and confidence, though sometimes we decline opportunities to do so. My fear goggles kept my focus on the potential for failure or rejection, a member shared. I was afraid to start or end relationships, to express my feelings, to come out. I was unwilling to be fully myself and paid a price for my lack of courage. In my effort to avoid pain, I also sidestepped chances to find real joy. That's no way to live. The example of others and our faith in a higher power inspire us to live courageously despite a lack of certainty. Life is a risky business, and things won't always work out in our favor. As one addict put it, I'm not God's little honey bunny, and the answers to my prayers aren't always yes. But even when things don't go my way, I still walk with courage. It helps to know that you folks will pick me up if I stumble. We dare to dream, to try and fail, and try again. If I don't risk anything, I risk everything. I will muster the courage necessary to take a leap of faith today, big or small. What a beautiful meditation. Facing life with courage. And isn't that so? That we're human. We're human beings. We don't have this awareness like the playbook that they have the coaches keep on the side in a football game or a basketball game, right? They have the plan of strategy. The team huddles, they get the plan of strategy, and they go out and try to execute the plan. But life happens. They get out there on the playing field, and before you know it, somebody has fumbled the ball, or they had the interception and ended up dropping it. Any number of things can happen just because you go to the sideline and the coach gives you the bullet by bullet, the play by play, and how we're going to execute this and make sure we come out on top. And you go out there, that doesn't mean everyone is going to execute that game perfectly, that play perfectly. You have to remember the other team, which hopefully is your losing team, right? The other team, they also have a playbook. And their coach is also letting them know that for defense, this is what we're going to do. For offense, this is what we're going to do. But I guarantee you that they're coming out there to make sure that they can get the ball or the ball further down the field. And you're just a nuisance. You are just in their way. You and your team and your playbook and your strategies are considered a challenge to their success. And their success is the disease of addiction. The disease of addiction, all of that goes into causing you to hear negativity, making you think badly about yourself, not taking good care of your health. Even family can be thrown into that. Hopefully you don't have immediate family in your house that you're living with every day that is actually causing you misery, right? They all have their playbook as well. And the goal of the disease of addiction is to stop you in your tracks. And you know what? That team is not going to execute everything perfectly. Because if it had, we wouldn't still be here talking about you being in recovery now, would we? Right? So we want to get out there on the playing field of life. We want to get out there and get our head in the game. You ever heard a coach come down on his players in the locker room at halftime? Have you ever witnessed that? It's nothing nice. It is nothing nice. However, it's just what is needed to get the players to get their head in the game. Call me Coach Mighty Stream if you want, but I need you to get your head in the game of your lifestyle of recovery. And understand that just because we have this beautiful basic text and we have the working step guide and now we have the living clean book and we have guiding principles and we have just for today and spiritual principles a day and we have all of our IPs and we have miracles happen, just because we have the playbook and a coach, which would technically be your sponsor, it doesn't mean that we're going to get out there and execute this thing perfectly. But what's important, even when you fumble, is that you get your head back in the game and you continue to play. You don't quit, in other words. You never quit. Like this reading says, whether it's your first or your 14th time walking through the doors, it really doesn't matter. You got the same opportunity just for today as anyone that has walked through the doors and never left. They just have for today. You know, I have this lady I listen to on the radio, and she said yesterday, she said she was nervous about performing. She was in a singing competition, and her vocal coach came up to her and asked her if she was nervous, and she said, "Yeah, I'm nervous." And he said to her, "Just remember, the people that you're competing against, they put their pants on one leg at a time, just like you do." And that's what I need to say to you today. The people that you're worried about in the meetings and what they're thinking about you and what they're saying about you, and the people you have to encounter and put yourself before so that you can get that nice job or get the help and assistance that you need in your life today, they put the 2 feet on the ground, roll out of bed, and put their pants on just like you do. If they can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Here's the beautiful thing. We get to do it together. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. Make November 22nd the best November 22nd you have ever lived. It is an amazing thing to be above the ground today. There's a lot of people that were not on the wake up list today, but you are. And I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for what the day has for both of us. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you soon.